is it going? Well, welcome back to the channel. I know this can't be your first time here, and pardon any lag. Just getting the screens. Oh, is that? Oh, did it remember my settings from last time? Maybe. Seems like it did. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up to The Wrong Way and Chris and Papa Groovy and I Bitch Slap Satan. How's it going? Just gotta check the audio because it didn't work once, so I'm gonna be paranoid about it forever. Yep, that's audio. Cool. And how do I look? I just was messing with the brightness earlier just to get it right back exactly where it was. So it was right the first time. No, trial and error. Yeah. Oh, yeah, how's it going? How is your? I think it's Saturday. Yep, it's Saturday. The computer says it is. Oh, it kind of felt like a weekday, but maybe that's because I watched the Zells from Miss Shorty. Well, I was there last night, but I watched the stream today, and it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. They got to 2 hours, and it's like, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. And they kept going. It's like, yes. And what's up, John Rogers? How's it going? How is your Saturday? It's cold outside. I've got the window closed right now. It must be cold if my hair's down. It's like 13 Celsius. That's cold. That's hoodie weather. I'll put it like that. But don't get used to it because I looked ahead and next Sunday or next Saturday it's supposed to be like 28, 29. So it is what it is. I don't want it to be cold this early. It's only 1 week into September. Want a warm September this year. I don't want to be reminded of last September, basically. And then smash the like button if you haven't already. You know what YouTube likes. You've been here before. I rarely come across people who it's their first year on YouTube. Like join July 2024. Anybody who, if you don't have a YouTube account by now, then you're probably not going to have one. I don't know. What do you, I mean, I know people watch YouTube without an account, but what do they watch that isn't on YouTube? How do you watch Gray Still Plays if you don't watch YouTube? How do you, I mean, you can watch it, but then you can't comment, you can't like, you can't. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't comprehend that. I don't know. I can't even words. Oh, Frank Zell, what's up? How's it going? It was, yeah. Frank said that 2 hours 45 minutes. It was the Zell brothers, the director's cut. It was good though because it's if you do know the other three-parter, it's sort of there were some laughs in there, but it kind of this one was able to. It's only the third show, but folks are getting really comfortable there. And for me, that's wild because it's literally my third time being there. I don't know her channel outside of her having the Zells on, and that's not an insult. That's just I just don't know. Um, like with Matt Christensen, we'll get to that. I don't know what's going on with him aside from the one day we're there a month and something happened in between the last time before and then this last Wednesday. So I just don't know. I can't keep up with my own life, let alone these other folks. I've got a lot to do, but I'm sure they're good people. They've got to be good people if they're having Franklies on. So let's be real about that. But yeah, it was super chill because it's like the Zells and Lisa, Miss Shorty, or getting comfortable with each other. They're comfortable with their setups. And then, she's got her mods in the chat room and people she knows. And then there's Frankly's in the chat room who I know. So everybody, whoops, sorry. Everybody sort of knows each other from a different world and we're getting used to each other and we're getting along. And it helps that it was longer than 2 hours because it's one thing to do out 2 hours at quite frankly, where everybody knows each other. It's a whole different ball of yarn to be in a room with strangers for 3 hours. And I don't know. I feel like I've got too much headspace. Sorry to do the Jay Dyer thing. No offense, but I don't know. It's like there's nothing to. I mean, I'm covered. I'm wearing shorts. It's not like you. I don't know. I've clearly done this so many times. And then yeah, and Lisa shouted out Chris on her show because last Monday before I went live, that whole morning it was like me and Chris and Frank Zell and Lisa in some capacity ping pong back and forth to try to work out the audio issues. And long story short, we got it sorted out. You can hear the results last night. So that got sorted out. And she did shout him out on her show. So I want to shout out Chris too. He's helped me out with my channel too, some here. So he's good people. He knows his stuff. Again, he's a musician, so he knows about that kind of thing. He's got a ear for it. So he could just listen to the stream and be like, you know what, I hear what's going on. I think she's using this, and maybe she's using that. It's probably going through here. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, sure. Uh-huh. I agree. I just don't I know what we know from quite frankly, don't stream the show on full blast and then go across your apartment or house even. Don't go upstairs and then shout down into your phone while it's on speakerphone. I bitch slap Satan. Hey girl, I wear my hair like that. Cool beans, natural. Yeah, I did want to wear it down at some point because if I'm not in the like I will put it all up in a bun and clip it up while I'm at the show just because I don't need my hair falling down in those 2 hours. And then especially last night, which ended up being basically 5 hours in front of the laptop, so I'm just like this hunched over, which is good for my back since my chiropractor was not in this week. That's gonna feel great. Oh, yeah, and speaking of feeling comfortable at the stream, next time I'm gonna have snacks because I think this happened on the last show, but there was Frank's talking and Lisa's listening, and then we hear like crunching and movement, and I don't have any plastic that would make that noise. Some kind of sound on Jim's end. Well, there's like a door opening and closing, like he's walking through his house and going out on the porch. But it's like I knew he was snacking. I didn't say anything last time. But this time it's like, okay, what is it? I can hear that bag. What's going on? And I kind of just asked just to be silly. I didn't think anything would come of it. And about 45 minutes later, Lisa's like, somebody in the chat was asking what Jim's eating. I was like, oh shit, she really asked. And he's like, no, man, it's just some Twizzlers. I'm thinking, fuck yeah, I like Twizzlers. Haven't had them in don't know how long, but yeah. OG Twizzlers. I'm sure that's what they were. And he's just straight back there. He's snacking. You can hear the bag. I mean, are we going to hear the doorbell ring and Domino's is going to come in? What's next? It was so cool. And then it came up again later. And Frank gave Jim shit about it. All right, now be honest. How many did you eat? Be real. It's like, oh no, it's like 5. Frank's like, this fucking guy. We didn't swear, but he's like, this guy. It was too funny. That was one was like an hour and 45 minutes in, and then no, and about an hour in, you can hear the bag. An hour and 45 minutes, she asked him what he's eating, and then at 2 hours and 11 minutes, that's when he's putting the bag away. And Frank was really giving him a hard time. I wanted to clip that bit. It's so funny, but it's too hard for me to look at her screen because it's like this white background with like roller coasters and stuff. It's like something somebody from my town would have. And then it's got, like the warning scroll at the bottom, trigger warning, it's heavy stuff. You can take a break if you need to, but there's just so much movement. I can't look at the screen, so I can't look at it for long enough to even clip it, but it's so funny. Just watch it for yourself. It's so good. Yeah, and then Chris is saying, Frankie picking on Jim about his snacking made it a bit more lighthearted. Gave a good laugh during the dark subject. I laughed so hard at that. I haven't laughed that hard at anything all week. I loved it. Oh. Yeah, Dandy, what's up? Yeah, it is chilly on the balcony tonight. It's like 13 or 14 degrees Celsius. If I were to go outside, I would have to put on like a hoodie and probably some thermals underneath my pants so I don't catch a cold or get a sore throat or something. Like, it's too cold. Oh no, Little Wrong Way's talking about I'm totally about to slip into a chemo coma. I'm so weak. Wanted to chat, but dang it, I'm exhausted. I'm here listening till I fall asleep. Yeah, yeah, just get as much rest as you need. Don't do the coma thing. But if you do have any weird dreams, tell us about it. But yeah, get all the regular healthy sleep that you can. That's what your body needs. Frank, yeah, me and my brother always goof on each other. I mean, Twizzlers, give me a break. I want to know what he was drinking with it. Like, is he going the full nine? Is he drinking like just some like crush soda or what do you like? I like Dr. Pepper, so it like Dr. Pepper and Kit Kats, Dr. Pepper and Twizzlers. I don't drink it a lot, anymore. But if you're gonna go for junk food, does he have his trick or treating candy? He's already sitting out with the trick or treat candy, and it's like 2 months away. Jim's like, I'm ready for him this year. We're going to the Twizzler house. But for real with Twizzlers, why don't they do this? Why don't they have like the zip across the top to keep it fresh? Because I'm not gonna sit there and eat the whole bag. So what do I have to do? I've got to get up, get one of those storage bags, stick it in there, fold it over to get the air out, press it closed. So like I'm just wasting an extra bag to keep these things bendy. I don't want to eat stiff Twizzlers. Like them as fresh as possible. Put the windows on our winter kitchen today and sitting by the fireplace. We built it ourselves. Feel like you're hanging out with me. LOL says I bitch slap Satan. Hell yeah, dude, I'd love to sit by a fireplace. You can burn evidence. No, you don't have to take out trash. I'm a pyro anyway. If there's I went over to my friend's house once. Grew up with the guy, and like he's married with some children who were how old were they? Like 12, 11, like school age, like but not teenagers. They were about that age. This was like 10 years ago. So we're in the backyard. It's right in the middle of the city, but city town. And they're playing music. I'm thinking your neighbors don't mind, cool, whatever. I don't have to live here. And so like the adults are off in the back. It's like my friend's house, his wife was there, my best friend, which was his brother, and maybe another guy that we knew. And like, like they're off to the side, they're smoking on the balcony. They're drinking beers a little bit, whatever, that's normal. And then over to the side there, they got this bonfire again in the backyard, in the middle of the town, middle, night, nobody cares, whatever. I don't have to live there. And so that's where the younger folks were. So and he's had like maybe like two daughters and a son, something like that. Um, I know, but I'm being kind of vague on purpose. But so they're like, go in the house and go bring some other stuff out. No, go here. You like the older ones are telling the younger ones to bring in trash that they can bring out trash that they have so we can add it to the fire. And I'm like, yeah, go get it. So while the adults are over there partying, I'm over here with the kids, like, yeah, put more on, put more on. It was fun. We were safe about it. We're not just like flinging stuff. They're like, "Hey, Nikki, come hit this." Yeah, sure. Okay, now I'm back over here. Again, we're not flinging fiery stuff into trees and against houses, and like we're being responsible about it. Come on. So yeah. Oh, Lisa, how's it going? How's your Saturday? And right on cue, how's it going too? Just popping in for a few minutes. Wanted to say hey before we Head up river 40 miles for a shindig. Sweet. Have fun. That's what I nicknamed the sleep this chemo makes me do. Yeah, because it makes me so tired. So when I feel like I'm falling out, I call it a chemo coma, lol. A disco nap. Thanks for the love and prayers, everyone. Yeah, I do keep you in my thoughts a little wrong way. Oh, yeah, it's I don't I've never been through chemo. I wonder if it's just like the type of exhaustion where what I've been doing where you just pass out. You don't put yourself too bad. You're just like laying there and then the next thing you know it's the middle of the night. Maybe you don't even dream because you're so stressed out. Oh, hey Arden, what's up? What's up to Wally if he's with you? What's up, Jenna? And smash the like button if you haven't already. Frank Zeller, maybe my brother, if he had such a Twizzlers Jones, he should have waited till the freaking interview ended. I can't talk. I was sitting there the whole time. I was finishing off some popcorn and some Ghirardelli chocolate chips. Now I'm out of those. Thinking, damn, I wish I had Twizzlers. When am I going to the store next? And I'm putting them on my list while I'm watching the show. That's because I would have forgotten if not. Oh, hey, what's up, Kara? Yeah, the Twizzlers were awesome. I'm all for candy up until the last, let's say 5 or so years. Because if I have too much sugar, it will either make me sleepy or it'll make my lower back ache. So I just don't like. I can eat a fistful of Skittles, and then after that, it's like, why do I feel so? Is it the sugar or the chemically or biologically engineered product? Ingredients in it, whatever. So like a handful is it. Like, yeah. Oh, what's up, Wally? There he is. But I used to do things like get a whole bowl of like Cool Whip and get some gummy bears. Just eat that. Totally healthy. No. But if do I have now? Miss Shorty is really good. She had the last stream up for like almost a week before it went live, so she's on top of keeping like keeping the next episode out there so people can find it so they can show up for it. I'm just going to her channel right now just to see if she's got the next one up. No, that's okay. It's always Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's right after Quite Frankly. Or sometimes it's before Quite Frankly, since he went over like a little bit, but it was okay because the guys were having fun. And then sorry, you had to hear my voice twice. This is from last night at Miss Shorty with the Zells. Now that's part 3. You can watch the other 2 parts. I believe she has a playlist with these in them, but I have a playlist called the Zells on my channel. It's got these 3, and I might add some extra Zells stuff to it just so I can find it. And it's for you guys too. It's a public playlist. Oh, what's up, baby Dannyland? How's it going? Carrot, yeah, I'm enjoying the Friday Night Ramsey series. Yeah, me too. Because, again, as dark of a terrible subject as it is, there's still, like, again, I haven't laughed so hard all week, like I can remember the whole week that I was at that show. I was dying laughing. Oh my God, it didn't stop. So it's very difficult to strike a balance between such dark material and LOLs. I mean, like legit busting a gut laughing and legitimately cringing at the things I'm hearing. And they've married those two quite well. I would have never imagined pulling that off, could not conceive of it. And then just here it is every Friday for us for however long it lasts. So, and in the next episode, they said it's going to get into more sort of like the fellas themselves, like the toll it takes on them, because you can't just hear about these horrible things day in day out, year after year, and just be okay. Like do they go to therapy? Do they gotta you know punch a punching bag. Like, what do they spend time with their families? What do they do to sort of balance things out? So she's going to be getting more into that on Friday. So we'll get to find out because that's sort of, as many questions as anybody would have about the case. I start to think about, well, like there's people who have to look this stuff up. What happens to them? You can't just consume all this terrible stuff and then just go about your day. You've got to de-stress somehow. So she's going to get into that. So I like that. Oh my goodness, Arden saying Wally and I are hanging out in front of the fire. Temp dropped 10 plus degrees. Damn, it did get cold. I'm actually getting warm sitting here. Let's see how silly this looks. Maybe I can just open the window. Yeah, let me just open the window. Let's see how far this flies. Well, that'll make it lighter in here. I'll try that for a while. Because it's cold. It looks too silly when I clip my hair back. And then I would just have to fight with it too much to... Okay, we'll see, like that's kind of okay. No, it's kind of lopsided. I don't like that. Yeah, the whole Friday show experience was great. From quite frankly, over to Miss Shorty, the whole 5 hours of it. Oh man, it's almost not too much as far as like physically punched over my laptop, but it's almost too much entertainment in 5 hours. Period. Oh, it was so good. But then I guess that's not so bad since days are 2 days long for me anyway. Maybe that wasn't too much. Kara saying, yeah, with the topic, it certainly is, but I think you have to add some levity. Yeah, because it would be one thing if we're like just getting the straight facts and all the details and all the horrible stuff, and then having no laughs at all. Because like even the chat room, especially last time, we were kind of like ha ha ha, trying to lighten it up, even though it was dark. But it is a cozy room, Arden. Yeah, I think it is now. Again, just the third show, but I don't know why it is. Maybe you know what? I think it's because I was talking more in the last stream, and that it did help that it did go over that extra hour because, again, this is the third time I've ever seen these people. And I I mean, I liked it. The show, like what they were talking about was giving me enough to riff on, so I was having fun there. Um, and people are asking serious questions. It isn't all lighthearted in the chat room. People are like, well, what about this name? Or you mentioned Bush, and then it's like, oh, well, there's a line in the one of the poems about bushes, and even Frank is like, well, you can take that like physical, bushes like in front of the house, or the other bushes we know. So that's even one of the Franklies pointed that out. Some of the Franklies I noticed had some really good questions. They know this case. Oh, Dusty Blue, how's it going? How's your day that ends in Y? Saturday. Chris, how the Zell brothers become the Zen brothers. Very much. They're just all meditating. Go fuck yourselves, pedophiles. We'll find you. It is so good. That last episode was so good. I mean, I just watched it today. I'm gonna have to watch it again. It was so funny. Oh my god, it was so funny. Oh, Kara, yeah, you're right. There's going to be an emptiness when it ends. Twizzell Brothers. Twizzell. I love that. Yeah, see, now, because we have so many Jims and we have so many Franks, Jim's on his way to getting a nickname. Oh my god. Jenna says, Nikki, what is your favorite QF logo? Ah, Uh, that's a good question. I do like because I do have the shirt with like the Jester head Frank. You know, it's basically red. I do have that shirt. I like that. But I really do love the logo with the you know pants off Uncle Sam since that's a manifestation from the chat room. Um, and I love the Zadalza New York logo. I have that. I can show you. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, big bastard hoodie. I might have shown you this before. Oh, and if it doesn't show up, that's supposed to be like a record. I don't know if the lines show up in it. And it's not a zip up, of course. Why would it be? That's a kind you couldn't put it you couldn't put a zipper in between that, but it's got like the pocket in the front and it's probably a medium. It is a medium. Yeah, I got this a couple years ago. I tell you, I love Frank's shirt, the ZNY. It's a black shirt, but then like on the side, it's got like a bunch of ZNY on the like. I want that shirt. I don't care if it doesn't fit me. I don't care if there's only one. I still want that shirt. I do like that. And I can't really think of too many of the other, quite frankly, logos. But I like those ones. You know, I gotta like the Jester hat one because that's the one that I've actually got. Frank Zell talking about we will never be fully Zen, just moments of Zen. Yeah. Oh, Frank Zell saying maybe my brother should just get his own channel. Just him and a bag of Twizzlers. That's Jim T. Zell. Yeah, he reviews candy and solves murder mysteries. Those things go hand in hand. 30 at 6 loaded in case we spot an illegal. Quotes shotgun because it's duck season 2. Love you, Nikki and gang. Catch you on the flip side. Yeah, take it easy, Lisa. Oh, Arden saying, wasn't there a Frank Don't Tread on Me shirt? Oh, and I'm glad you brought up that shirt because I remember that word. It's Gadsden flag. I did. I remember that. I don't remember anything. I call it the no the I gotta type it. The no step snack. Not snake, SNEK. The no step snack flag. And I knew I was gonna mess up the name, but then I learned it. I actually learned something this year, and it stuck in my head. I don't know how. There's hope. If Frank doesn't have a "Don't Tread on Me" shirt, he should because like I don't know if he sells the Zadal's hoodie anymore. Because I want to say like 6 months after I got that, he changed over to what he's got now. I'm not sure about that. But then somebody said they found a link to the old page or the old Teesprings, something like that. This is information from a year or two ago. Dandy, I have the Jester shirt, but would prefer the logo to be much smaller, maybe on the left chest area. Yeah, like, because it, like, for a girl, you know, it's like, okay, I got this dude's head between my tits, you know, whatever. Good for him. But yeah, it's sometimes you do just want the logo smaller. I like that it had an option for a long sleeve shirt. That's one thing places just do not sell. Does he lure kids with candy? LOL, Chetta. I mean, probably not. I mean, like he would like just lure them to the van for candy and just give them the candy and not do anything to them because he's not a creep. So just an honest guy. Oh, Mega Valley, how's it going? How's your sets for day Saturday? Yeah, how's it going? Arden, yeah, I think so because I bought Wally one for Christmas years ago. Yeah. Like I know the Teespring, the one I got with the Frank Jester head. I want to say I got that in 2020. Yeah, which is feels like forever ago. It's got the snake, but it might say join or die. Don't tread on me. Yeah, you're right, Artist. He did have a join or die. Sure, now that you mention it, I just don't remember if it's a current style or an older style. Kara, yeah, all three. Frank should have put a jester head on each nipple. Yeah, because Frank has three. We had three nipples, but then he sold them for the tax break. Yeah, finally the weekend. Nice and cool. Scott Aaron Frank should sell actual jester hats. Yeah, if he had like hats that did not have bells on them so they don't make noise, that would be great. Arden, yeah, I think it was join or die. I think it was too, yeah. Or like he's got like that quite national shirt, or he used to anyway. It's like to me it's too much like a baseball uniform. I don't know anything about baseball, so I couldn't pull that. I don't know. I don't know where it would sit on the chest either. I like when Frank wears shirts that girls can't wear. Frankincense, not Frank Zell. I don't know about his shirts, but Frank has one that it's a white shirt and it just looks like a wooden fence. But if a girl wore that, it would look like your tits were in a cage. So depending where your chest happens to fall, like a girl can't wear that shirt. But Frank could pull off some jester hats. You could just put some kind of style on them to personalize them. Like he couldn't just sell like a red jester hat. It would have to have like a QF logo or like have like a little charm hanging down from one that's got a little logo on it or like a little something like that that makes it special. Like I could not sell purple top hats because again I don't have the patent on it. If I did, it would have to be like just a regular purple top hat with something else extra to it. I don't know what that would be. If you do know, put it in the comments. I'll take ideas for merch since it'll, just think about where things are going to be a year from now. Like right now, yes, it's just like a sub 500 channel, which, like, I hate to even say that because this channel does a lot. It's a huge deal that there are so many people here considering my sub count. Because, again, like some channels, you go to Jim Lee and it's, like he's got thousands of subs. Where is everybody? And, they might watch on other platforms too. I forgot about that. Yeah, Jim Lee's a big deal. Okay, never mind that. Never mind that example. That was terrible. But Frank could have like this would be stupid, don't make this, but a jester hat where like it's a baseball cap in the front and a jester hat in the back. That'd be like the mullet of hats. That would be so ugly. Don't even think about that. Oh damn. Chris was saying, hey kid, you want some candy? It was my taxi ride. You're insufferable to be around when they drop me back off at home. Janet, yeah, Frank should sign some shirts. I don't know if he does autographs, but yeah, something. I mean, he does like the handwritten notes, like "Dear so and so, stop it, love Frank." I don't know what he would say. Kara, I think the Jester branding has helped keep him from being removed from this platform. Could be, yeah. Like when you say like stuff, people get offended. But if you're like, oh well, I'm a comedian. This is a parody account. This is haha, can't you take a joke? If you say that, then you're allowed to get away with more. Oh, Dusty Blue's saying, I shared a few pics on Frank's newsletter today. When in south of France, I had Frank's sticker I got with coffee order. It took a pic of it at Carcassonne Historic Fortified Castle. Awesome. Oh, Magavelli, yeah, sell purple top hats with your initials small on the brim. Aw, That would be cute. NMK. I like that. I have to write that down. That's adorable. I like that idea. That is something to consider. Thank you. Something astrological on the purple top hat. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm a Capricorn, but I don't know how many people. That's not one of the signs that like flaunts themselves. Like all year long, people will randomly pop up and say they're Capricorns, but suddenly something happens after New Year's Day and like they get really quiet. And then you don't hear until like February. That's when the Capricorns start coming back around and saying they're Capricorns. It's like, well, goddamn, you should have said something last month. We would have said happy birthday. So like now I sort of like low key know a few in the back of my head. I'm not trying to like call them out like, hey, it's your birthday, but it just like why don't you say something? You don't want people to celebrate it? We're friends here. It's okay. You don't have to let the strippers into your house. We just send them to be polite. They're fresh. Oh, cute Wally. We're in Frank's Polaroid Club. He sends us a Polaroid picture every month. That's great. I'm so glad they still make Polaroids. Oh, Kara's saying there's a small group of powerfuls that call themselves jesters with a capital J. There's a channel recently dragging her ex-husband for being in it. Oh, guilt by association. Oh, Scott, you're a Capricorn. Kick ass. December or January? Oh, Chris saying we need someone to hack into Perf's PC and loop Liar Liar movie clip. Stop breaking the law, asshole. I remember that film. I probably saw that in the theater. Mega, yeah, cancer crabs. Aren't that cool to show off? Oh, cancers are cool too. Just like some, yeah, Jenna. Jenna's a Pisces. I do remember that. And then like, okay, Wally's a Virgo. Any other Virgos in here? Does anybody have the same birthday as Wally? Since we had two folks with uh two Cancers and two Leos with the same birthday. Oh, January 8th. Cool. Smack dab in the middle of Capricorn. No cusp getting in the way. That might be Kate Middleton's birthday. The first one. It seems like they swapped her out, what, last year? Oh, they're missing. Oh, they're back. Does she look different? I haven't checked. Jenna, my daughter is a Virgo. Nice. Oh, the 17th. All right. Yeah, then we got Chrisette Hall's birthday comes up. She's a Virgo. The 19th. Oh, mega oof. July 10, I got the same birthday as Tesla. Oh, no, I did not know he was a Cancer. I mean, like, I knew he was a Cancer, but I wasn't sure when. But it's okay, it's a robot. Dandy, I'm the birthday twin Cancer, but I forgot who my twin is. LOL. Yeah, I wrote it down. Because, of course, I'm gonna. I know I wrote it down. I know I should know this off the top of my head. Like, I would know it if I wasn't live. That's something else I like. You can tell Frank Zell is super old school because he's talking about I got all these notes, I got all these notebooks, I printed out all these notes, and then like he's like talking and you can hear him going through the papers. Oh, it was Patrick. Rosper Patrick. Yeah. That is so cool. And then Moon Bunny and William Pals for Leo. That is so cool. I'm glad I wrote that down because it would have taken me. You know what would have happened? I would have remembered tomorrow when I'm so far away from either going live or being in a chat room, and then I would have had to have written it down. It's like I gotta say something to them. Chris, yeah, I heard Avril, Lady Gaga, Eminem are replacements. Yeah, I have heard about the Avril Lavigne one a little bit because people are like, oh, when she came out, she dressed this way, and then after a certain point, she dressed that way, and then listen to her sing this song in this year, and then listen to her sing the same song in that year. She sings it different. Dusty was saying, I stayed at this hotel in town with a balcony overlooking the castle at night. Holy shit, that is so cool. Glad they've been to the Carcassonne. Carcassonne. Is that Italian? Part my pronunciation. Obviously American. And then yeah, the Lady Gaga one I could get into. Like not right now, but yeah, that kind of goes a few places. I haven't heard about the Eminem one being replaced though. That's a new one on me. Mega, the Zells are awesome. Always a great episode when Frank has them on. Absolutely. They always have a different perspective on whatever they call in about. It's different from the way any other caller would take it. Like we're all the same type of people. We're all Franklies, but they'll call in about something after a few calls, and the way they take it is a place where nobody else would take, whatever subject frankincense brought up on the show. I like that. Frank Zell, yeah, gotta take good notes. Damn straight. I have so many notes. I've got the paper, I've got my notes app, I've got uh when I started taking notes on Dark Shadows, I started at like 889, and that's got 1245 episodes. Eventually I just switched to paper because I was opening this up too much, and so many notes. I've always been a note taker. And then when I lost my short term memory, it's like, wait a minute, bullet note, bullet note, bullet note. Dude, this is so the phone saves. Jenna, yeah, yeah. Frank shirt was the Callahan Auto Parts. You can buy those online right now. I think they go out on Amazon, so they do sell them. Like there isn't a store called that in Sandusky, Ohio. They don't come from that actual town. But then that movie wasn't filmed in that actual town, so it's okay. I do like that shirt, but I don't know because I noticed this once before when I was having so much trouble with this TV doing that green flash. I wonder if Frank wearing green pisses off the TV and that flash happens more because I notice it happening more often closer together. It's usually like minutes apart, not minute, minute, minute. But that's the TV's issue. Dusty Blue saying, I went to San Sebastian in Spain, then back to Bayonne, Calior, France. I know I'm saying anything French incorrectly. Oh, Chris is saying, I guess the new M&M has different ears. Like, no, still the same big ears. Right, yeah, I can't hide those. Oh, what's up, William? Yeah, I says, been listening. Nice to see you again. Yeah, nice to see you too. Hope it's a great Saturday. Is it still Saturday? It is still Saturday. Okay. Jen, I've posted notes all around my computer. Yeah, so many notes. And it gets to the point where do I have to make it a digital note so I can find it quickly, or can I write it down? So, like stuff for, quite frankly, while he's at the show, that's when I've got the actual pen and paper and I'm scribbling it down and trying to write legibly and get that down while he's talking and paying attention to the chat room at the same time. William, yeah, I carry a notebook in my back pocket with a pen in my front pocket as well. Yeah, I was always that person. I had the little notebook with me and a pen. If I had to write something down, I've still got a pen in my bag. Chris is saying, Frank, you had to be good in school seeing how passionate you are about your work. Oh no, Jenna, my passport just expired. Will never renew again. Oh man. I think mine's good until 2026. If it only costs like money to renew it, because to get it, it's like 100 some bucks. It's not bad. It's good for 10 years. It's the price is not an issue. Um, like if it's just like another fee to keep it going for another 10 years, I'll do it just because that's better than having to get your actual physical real, not a copy, your actual birth certificate and a picture of your photo ID front and back. And then you have to send those off. That actual piece of paper, you have to put it in the mail and send it away and just hope and pray you see it again. And then what happened was I got my passport back in about a week, like 7 days. But then it took like 2 weeks to get that birth certificate back. It's like, come on, come on. I mean, you can send them a copy, but like it has to be an official, not like a Xerox copy. Like go get an official other copy of it and then mail that out. At least in 2015, 2016, that's how it was. Frank Zell saying I was pretty good in a school. Mega's saying, yeah, I want to check out Ireland and Isle of Man or some cool, crazy old buildings. I'm obsessed with all that Tartaria, still history stuff. Want to see some in real life. Yeah. If you fly to Ireland and you land in Dublin, which you will, look off to the right side. So the right side, you'll see a little teeny tiny island. It's called Ireland's Eye, spelled no apostrophe, Ireland's with an S, I. At least in 2016, it was only inhabited by puffins. And I thought I was filming it outside of my window. Well, this since the camera's reversed. We could take that island. The Franklies could take over that island in a day, and then we would also have puffins with us. And this was back in 2016 when I had this idea. We could do it. We could be Irish. Oh wow, Dusty Blue said, yeah, I did coastal road trip in Ireland years ago. Flew into Shannon, West Coast, went south to Dingle, Ring of Kerry, up to Dublin, East Coast. Great trip. That sounds fantastic. I would like to spend more than a couple hours in Ireland just waiting for my airplane. So yeah, definitely check out the Zell series over on Miss Shorty if you haven't yet. She's easy to find. She's got like this like tattoo chick girl, Betty Page ish to my eye with my bad vision for her logo. Jenna put the chat on slow mode. It's not too bad. We don't need slow mode yet. We're not if you were were you at Timcast? However many years ago that was. Oh hey Dragon Sage, how's it going? I could not cheat. I could barely keep up. It's not even that fast reading two chat rooms. I've been in three chat rooms at one time, and it's not as intense as being in that one room for an hour, however long Frank was there. No, he was there longer than that, wasn't he? He just didn't get much of a chance to talk. He was just sitting there looking pretty. Oh, Frank's still saying, dang, sniper attack in Kentucky. See, that's sort of interesting to me that they're having a school shooting at the start of the year. Usually they schedule those for the end of the year. But then somebody said, well, maybe that's because it's an election year, and I don't pay it. I don't not pay attention. I don't pay attention to the news anyway. So if something gets to me, it must be a thing, a pattern. So I don't know if they kick that off earlier in the school year during an election year. Jenna, I'm invisible on another channel's live chat and don't know why. That is odd. maybe YouTube is having a glitch. Sometimes it does do that when it's updating. It will act very strange, but it's not you. It's just YouTube is doing an update. Yeah, yeah, the way they want to fire up the anti-2A lobby. Yeah, let's scare them with this again. All that. Yeah, was there. See if there's anything I wanted to touch on before we get into the the last 4 days at the show, since it was a short week. Oh, that was great too. If you watch the Zells on the last podcast that I just shared, they finally had pictures like avatars. And I didn't get there until after I think like 16 minutes because Frank was still going. But well, frankincense was, so I didn't realize they had introduced their avatars. But that's okay. I've already got backstory for them. They didn't have to, but I apparently it's because I jumped in there and I saw that. I'm like, oh my god, Frank's a cat. But that's his kitty cat. Who has a full proper name, like how I had my kitten Captain Hector Barbosa. His cat has a full name. Was it Special Agent Dale Cooper? Yeah. Cooper. He's such a pretty kitty cat. He's a tuxedo cat, just like Matt. And he's 9. And then Jim Zell, he really should switch his avatar next time to Twizzlers, but for right now, he's got a city skyline at night. And I'm like, well, clearly that's Collinsport, Maine. But he said no, that's he said exactly where it was. He's like, no, 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 that's the New York City skyline because the Zells grew up are from Jersey. And I didn't know that. I thought they were from New York. And if they had said they were from Jersey before, I've just forgotten it. But yeah, they're from Jersey, just like my dad. Small world. Alright, yeah, Matt is a cat. Frank is not. Well, there's Matt McCat, who is a cat. And then there's Frank Zell. I mean, if you were to just watch those 3 shows and you didn't know them, even if you do know them from quite frankly, all you have to go on is a picture of a cat. So yeah, and that makes sense too because about halfway into Miss Shorty's stream, I was like, I get it now. I see why they've gotten so far on this case because if I had a secret and a cat came up to me and just asked me about it, maybe 2 cats came up to me and asked me about it, I would be more likely to tell them than a person. So that's what they do. They just like they get these leads and then they just show up and they ask questions, and then if the person like the suspect, whoever they're interviewing, just doesn't want to tell them or they're just being stubborn, just one of them could just crawl up on their lap and start purring, and then like they're just petting this kitty cat and just telling them all these terrible details about this murder. So I see what they're doing. So if you want to be an investigator, just be a cat. That's how they're going to solve this case. Yeah, always put it on live chat. Jenna was saying to Kara, basically. Yeah, because it defaults to top chat. It's like that for me as well. Doesn't matter if I'm a doesn't matter on my own channel. It defaults to top chat. I have got to put it on live chat. Then you get that little dumbass. Welcome to live chat. Remember to blah blah blah. Learn more. Suck this. And also Timothy Gordon is a cat. Oh. I didn't realize he was in Florida. and I'm sure he said it before, but he's always inside, and he never has any alligators around. So how would I know? But yeah, I guess he's in Florida too, just like Chris at Hall. And let me check the battery. Let me plug this in. Son of a bitch. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. What's this gonna do? Is that gonna fix it? It's okay, we've been through this before. Hold on. So I'm gonna stop this and give me a few minutes. I'm gonna set up a part 2 for this chat. God damn it. And this is a good time for an intermission. I'm just give me a. We've been through this before. You know what's gonna happen. Maybe it'll just be 2 parts and not 3. So I will end this and I will be right back with you. Let me schedule it for 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. Keep your notifications on. So sorry for the inconvenience. Gotta love technology. See you guys in just a few. Smash the like button before you